Well, tubers, tubettes, and crazy people, I am excited to do this video because the whole inspiration and the whole idea was sent to me this morning from a subscriber who I'd never heard of before. He sent me an email and he said, "Hey, Paul, I've been watching your channel." I'll read the email to you in a minute. It's very short. And he sent a link to a video of a couple that came to the Philippines, and they hated it. And so I wanted to put my spin on it as far as to why I like it here in the Philippines. And to be fair, I want to make sure that I give these folks equal time to tell you why they dislike the Philippines. And you'll be able to draw your own conclusions from that. So hang in there, and here comes my little video. Well, alrighty then. Like I said, I got an email from a subscriber. And speaking of subscribers, I just want to thank everyone that has subscribed recently. There's been a big influx of new subscribers recently. And I just want you all to know how much I appreciate you and would like to welcome you to the Old Dog family, along with those that have been with me for some time now. All right, so this subscriber wrote to me, and I'm going to read to you his email, and it really inspired me. So here we go. It says, my face is lighting up because I'm reading off my wife's phone. Hi, Paul. My name is Eddie Blank. I've been watching your videos and others for a while now, about a year, as I am thinking about coming to the Philippines. I came across this video that has me wondering if a lot of other vloggers are sugarcoating their experience there. I haven't seen you do a reaction video on other vloggers' videos, but I was wondering what your honest take on what they had to say about the Philippines is. Thank you for your time, Eddie, and I'll leave his last name out of it. Well, thank you, Eddie, for writing to me and for giving me the inspiration and for sending me these folks' video. Let's just assemble that email for a second. Do we, that are living here, do we sugarcoat our experience here in the Philippines? Yeah, possibly. It's easy to do, especially when you're pumped up on a place. I'll speak for myself. I have tried. Possibly I've done a good job. Maybe I haven't. I've tried to be as realistic and truthful as possible about the good, the bad, and the ugly here in the Philippines. I've never been afraid to talk about things that bother me. The stray dogs, the infrastructure. Speaking of brownouts, we had 2 so far this week, and it's only Wednesday. Things that are out of stock, the psycho traffic. There's all these nuances here that, and I've done driving videos in the past. I haven't done any recently. I should do more. But showing it to you, what it looks like. There's poverty here. There is, well, I don't want to sit here and just bash the Philippines. But for me, the Philippines was a new lease on life. And I think primarily the biggest relief came for me economically. I was able to come over here on my Social Security. I lived here for over 2.5 years prior to even starting a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel wasn't monetized for almost a year, so that's about 3.5 years with just living on Social Security, and I did just fine. I recently looked up rents in Las Vegas because I was thinking about taking a trip home to see my father. And just for grins, I figured, well, what's it cost to rent a place for a month? The average apartment in Las Vegas, 1 bedroom, and I can't remember if it's furnished or unfurnished, is $1,760. Well, my Social Security check is $2,300. And they take $160 some odd out for Part B. So what is that, $2,180 or something like that I get? And so I thought, well, it's $2,180 minus $1,760. That wouldn't be too good of an idea. And so over here, I have this little house that we live in. It's nothing special, trust me. but it does the job. It's $400 a month, including internet, and another 40 or 50 bucks for electricity, and the rest is just on food and my wife's makeup. So that's my life. So the economic stress for me has been removed, and that was a huge, huge chunk of weight lifted off of my shoulders. I could have accomplished the same thing in other countries. So I did go to other countries. I went to Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, back to America, back to here. For some reason or another, without trying to sugarcoat it, I have just found the Philippines to be the best fit for me. I have dear, dear friends, best friends, lifetime friends, longtime friends that live in Thailand. They hate the Philippines, along with these other people that I was talking about. They don't hate it, but it's just not a fit for them. And I get it. I met a gentleman today, just by happenstance, downtown this morning while my wife was at the dentist. And he's living in Cambodia. And he bumped into me and said hi. And he was telling me about Cambodia. Now, he's getting disenchanted with Cambodia because he said the Chinese are coming in and building skyscrapers and casinos and hotels and buying up all the waterfront and changing the landscape. So I kind of took Cambodia off my radar of a place to visit even. And that's kind of my spin on the Philippines. I like the people. I've never made any bones about it. I'm not nuts about the food, the local food. However, I have an edge up at this stage of the game. After being here 7 years, all the knucklehead stuff that was driving me crazy, from transferring money to finding food to finding locations to getting this, going there, has been smoothed over. I've got, I guess you could call it a boring routine. I love the time that I spend at home with my wife and my 2 dogs. I love the time that I spend when we get together with our friends. We go out once or twice a week and meet up with people, just have lunch, have a nice conversation, shoot the breeze, come back home. And it's really simple, it's really boring, but it's also extremely inexpensive and low-key, low pressure, very, very little drama in my life, because that's just the way I allow it to work. I can't say the Philippines did that, but I can say that the Philippines opened the door for me to do that. And I didn't come here to change the Philippines. I came here to allow the Philippines to change me. All right, so I don't do reaction videos. If you catch me doing one, feel free to come up and put a bullet in my head. I can't find anything much more distasteful than to sit and watch and play somebody else's video and then critique it and take it apart and pick it apart and analyze it. I think those that do it have every right and privilege to do it. Some of them do it great. Some of them do it horribly. I personally can't watch those types of videos. They bore me. They say that small minds gossip and talk about others. Average minds talk about current events. And great minds create and come up with ideas. So I think that the people that do all these reaction videos kind of fall into that small mind category. Maybe they're talking about, maybe we could put them in the medium blend because they're talking about current events. I don't know. It's just not my thing. The video that these folks did, when I watched it, it's from a younger couple. They came to the Philippines for 3 months. They went to Manila, they went to Cebu, they went to Angeles City. And you know what they saw? They saw poverty, they saw crime, they saw dirt or uncleanliness, unsanitary conditions. And I got to tell you, they didn't lie. They spoke from the heart. I have never heard of these people before this guy sent me a link to their channel, specifically a link to this video. I will never watch their channel again because they don't float my boat, which is no disrespect to them. Again, it's just not my cup of tea. But I took a great interest in this one video that they did do about the Philippines, because they do videos about other things, which is great. So instead of me putting the video up and making you watch it here with me together while I comment on it, I figured the fairest thing that I could do would be to just put a link to their video in the description box. And I want you to know, I'm going to repeat it, I agree with everything that they say. They're not lying. They're being truthful. They're speaking from the heart, from the gut. And I appreciated their candor, and I appreciated their honesty. The reason that I'm doing this whole thing is that I can't tell you, nor can anybody else on YouTube or any other social media, convince or try to tell you or talk you or sell you on coming to the Philippines or anywhere else. The best thing that you can do as a viewer and a friend is simply gather as much information from people as you can. And I agree that sometimes it's sugar-coated. I would give you a warning that if you see nothing but drone shots of beautiful beaches, crashing waves, beautiful women, swaying palm trees, margaritas, a delicious meal, you know, everybody's dancing by the tiki poles. That's not the Philippines, man. That's just someone's vacation. That's their weekend at the resort. So there is a nitty-gritty, dirty side to the Philippines. There is a beautiful, lush landscape to the Philippines. There are some gorgeous beaches of the Philippines, and there's some really, really sad and pathetic slums in the Philippines. And so this is a video where I think I would just like to give you the opportunity to hear my take on it, and I like it here. It bounces off of me. Like I said, I've gotten into a groove, and I'm happy. I don't have any economic worries or issues anymore. I don't have any bills. I don't have any pressures. My health is good. My attitude is great. I was blessed in finding a soulmate as a wife. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary a few days ago. And we're as happy as clams as we were the day we met. And so that's no brag, it's just fact. So I'm going to put a link to these guys' video in the description box. I would really encourage you to give it a look. Won't they be surprised if their views on that video, because it's 11 months old, suddenly go way up. I think they got a couple 3,000 views on it to begin with. And so that's it, kids. I want to thank again my friend for sending me this email, my subscriber. I want to thank you guys again who have hung in with me for the years to come, hopefully. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.